Dolls. A childhood toy that oftentimes instills a feeling of joy in some people, but for others, their hollow, lifeless stare gives them the creeps. A feeling like you're being watched, even when there's no one there. There is an island that exists where that feeling never ceases, and the eyes never stop watching. A place known as Isla de las Muñecas, the island of the dolls. The story goes that in the 1950s, a man named Don Barrera wanted to be alone. Tired of dealing with failed relationships and people in general, he decided to relocate to a small island just south of Mexico City. Shortly after arriving, Barrera built a small home for himself and would from now on consider himself to be the caretaker of the island, becoming closer to nature and finally gaining the solitude which he so desired. But before long, he would realize that he wasn't truly alone. As his stay continued, Barrera began to see apparitions moving through the trees, and at night, he would often hear the whispers of a small girl. One day, as he was fetching some water for himself, something in which he often did, he saw a small doll floating in the stream. Picking up the doll, believing it to be of spiritual significance, and also believing that it belonged to the girl he believed he was seeing, he placed the doll in a nearby tree next to his newly built home to honor her passing. As years continued to glide by, Barrera began to hear and see the little girl more and more, and in attempts to appease her, he purchased countless dolls and hung them in trees located all over the island, in hopes that these offerings would calm her spirit. However, his experiences would soon take a darker turn. After decades of buying dolls, seeing ghostly figures, and hearing whispers of a little girl's spirit, Barrera began to believe that the girl's spirit could not be appeased, and that these dolls that he had placed all around the island had in fact become possessed by the spirits of other dead children, spirits who wanted his soul. In an attempt to share his story and seek advice, he made contact with a distant relative back in Mexico City, and after sharing his experiences with this relative, he then returned home to the island. This relative would later share that Barrera seemed different, like he was controlled by an otherworldly force. He had become obsessed with the dolls, and often claimed that they watched him and occasionally even spoke to him. Shortly after this meeting, Barrera was found dead. He had drowned under mysterious circumstances in the same place he had claimed to have found the little girl's doll. The spectacle of thousands of dolls placed around the island and the mysterious death of its caretaker spawned the legend of the Island of the Dolls, which has since become a popular tourist attraction. Visitors and locals alike often bring dolls as offerings, believing that both the spirits of dead children and Barrera himself are trapped on the island, inhabiting the bodies of the dolls. They both have also reported a plethora of paranormal experiences, with many people saying that they have seen the dolls move, turn their heads as they walk by, or even whisper to them as they toured the attraction. So, is the Island of the Dolls truly a haunted place, or just the delusions of a man gone mad from lack of human contact? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button and share it with a friend. We do multiple uploads a week of stories ranging from ghosts to legends and more. You'll want to subscribe with the bell so that you don't miss what's next. And until next time, this has been Cody here at Mystery Archives. Thank you so much for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day.